All right, welcome to your Google Sheets overview and introduction. The easiest way to access Google Sheets is by going to google.com and clicking on the waffle up here in the upper right hand corner next to the picture of initials of the account that you're using. A good thing to keep in mind about Google Sheets, this is very similar to Excel and is a good organizational tool for teachers, especially during this time of distance learning. So to access Google Sheets, you're going to click the waffle up here, as I like to call it, this 9 dots. You're going to scroll down and you can go to Sheets. Another way in order to access Sheets is you can click on the waffle and then you can click on Drive. And then you can hit New. And then you can create a new Google Sheet this way as well. So I'm going to go back to the Google Sheet that I already opened, and I'm going to show you some templates that are already embedded within Google Sheets that might be useful to teachers. So you're going to click blank. And then once this blank spreadsheet opens, then you can hit File, and you can hit New. You hover over New, and then you go to Template. And if you scroll down to the bottom, they have they have these 3 things that have already, these templates have already been created for teachers within Google Sheets, one of which is attendance, one is a grade book, and one is an assignment tracker. During this time of distance learning, these might be good tools that teachers might use in order for them to keep track of these various things, especially if they don't have like an online platform like some districts do, like Elluminate, in order to track these things. Or if they just want to keep them instead of having an actual physical grade book. So the attendance one looks like this. It's already named. Okay, you can change the name by going up to the box. You could add a date if you want. And then as you can see, the dates are all in here. All of these things are changeable, okay, and editable for teachers. And then these give you some of the different codes that can be used. And here's the key down here at the bottom: present, late, excused, unexcused on this tab right here. You can even rename this class. If you teach multiple periods, you could use this for multiple periods. And in here's where you would type student names, and you'd be able to keep track of this. Okay, and it actually keeps track of the late, unexcused, and excused absences here for you within this template. So the next template that we also saw within there, going to new and then from template, down at the bottom was one for gradebook. What's interesting about this one is that it gives you a good grade overview and kind of where the percentages would fall, and it would tell you how many students would fall into each one of these categories. It also gives you different distributions and average scores, so different ways for you to look at this. Okay, and then it would give you a spot in which you could enter in different assignments, and then it would give you their average grade. And then this is actually a report that it would break down not only by student, each one of their grades, and kind of show you this chart and how they're comparable to the class average. So it's something to be very helpful to use for grading or even parent-teacher conferences. Okay, and then the last template that they have for teachers within Google Sheets is one for assignment tracker. What's nice about all of these is them being pre-built. You don't have to worry about all the different formulas to enter in order to make these things. So you can change different subjects that you put over here on the left-hand side. You can give in a description of what these assignments are, okay? And then you can keep track of if it was done, when you assigned the task, and when it was due. Okay, there's also a subjects tab down here in which you can, this is where you would add different subject areas that would then change here from these drop-down menus where you are entering which subject the assignment falls into. So another good way to kind of keep track of all the different things that you are assigning within the classroom, either physical or digitally, when you assigned it, if you've had completed the task, how long it took you, and then when you started and when you finished it. So this would be good just for tracking assignments, but maybe also in your planning process for this year or moving forward, or even next year. And you might plan for something to take a certain amount of time. And then as you are moving through a task, you realize it's going to take a lot more time. And you can take that into account when you're planning future activities. Okay, so these are just some of the general pre-built templates that you can use within Google Sheets. Again, lots of teachers also like to use just these blank spreadsheets in order to maybe track phone calls home to parents, positive, negative, or other things that they might be looking to kind of organize within their classroom. All of those things can be built here in this blank spreadsheet.